Welcome back to our Black Draconian Ice Elementalist of Jiyva. Last we left off, what did we do? We just finished off our orc and our dungeon, and we're heading into what is now Snak as our first quote unquote S branch rune. That being said, we're about to pop off the last bit of Jiyva, and that'll unlock our actual probably likeliest first rune, because we'll pop in there, get that rune for free, and get any rand arts that are on the ground that the slimes haven't eaten up, and then we'll go from there. So last we left off, we also got Freezing Cloud. That's a really solid AoE kind of at ranged ability. Refridge is actually almost castable without fail, which is cool. I'll leave it at G, I suppose. Or I can actually just do F and G. There you go. Cool. We have things we can buy, though I think we're pretty low on gold right now. I think we're going to save up for the Book of Blasting so we can get IMB active. Excuse me. And then eventually we'll unlock that Book of Annihilation if we get to that. Never going to get those books, so I'm just going to leave that. Probably never going to get the scarf, but I'll keep it there. Yeah. So we put on our poison because we're entering Snake. Will's okay. Still no hat, but... Oh yeah, that was nice. In the orc, we got boots and a buckler, which is kind of what we were missing with our Jiyva always eating everything. So that was nice to see. But yeah, we're just going to carry on with this Conjuration Air Ice kind of pattern that we're doing. Okay. Ooh, scroll of ID. Let's learn something here. We did get our healing potion, so let's go for our small scrolls, which are likely to be the more powerful scrolls. Let's pull over to the wall. See our training. Is it still good? Looking good. Lots of books today. Training books, that is. I kind of want to pump up Conjuration and Air because we're kind of eaten up with the Forgecraft a little bit. And we need those better than, say, like Shield and stuff, you know. Scroll blinking. Good to pick up before Jiyva eats everything up. Okay. Is it worth Scroll of Armoring these gloves, for example? If I'm just going to be holding on to these for a while, it'd be good to just get them up a little. I'm not sure about the kite shield, though. I'm hoping I get like a tower shield somewhere here, and then that kind of cleans up the shield. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. We found a bazaar, which is where you want to spend your gold, and we only have like 500, just under 600 gold. So we'll just clear the map as normal. If we encounter it, we encounter it. Because remember, if we go into there and spend any time in there, it's going to drain resources off this floor, no matter what we're losing here. So we'll just see how it naturally flows. Come on. Okay, I guess that. Okay. Oh, kite shield of cold. I'm gonna refridge, or I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna chain lightning down the line. Okay, let's get that. Drop the kite. Pick up this kite. I wonder if it's better to swap now. 1%, 13% oak refridge. Let's put on 24%. Yikes, that's still a lot. Very distant bell. So if I walk this way, maybe it's over here. Distant bell. So it's not very distant anymore. It's just distant. Ooh, 3 IDs. Good to see. Let's just kind of snipe out some of these small scroll types so we know, and maybe our inventory can clean itself up a little. Ooh, we've got a Saint Roca. Saint Roca. I don't want to engage if I can avoid. Now I can engage. Now that I have some safety, let's get some ranged and poke it out. Okay, Roke is dead. Anything to pick up? No. There's the bazaar. I'll just pop in, see what happens. Storm Tally, no. Mirror is cool, but not worth money. I couldn't even afford it anyways. Gloves not necessary. Amulet. I can't, oh, that's, well, it's okay. Our poison will, the acrobat's not really relevant. Poison ring. I think I have poison on a ring already, so that's fine. Protection of fire is notable. Yeah, that amulet is not the greatest anyways. I have our poison, acrobats, meh. Our N is nothing. -2 it sucks. So it's just like an amulet that gives me will. Yeah, I'm not too excited about that anyways. These are nice. I can probably pick up these heal wounds and the curings and the cancellation, I guess is how they pronounce it. Okay, well, we didn't really lose out on anything like that. We're like, oh, I wish I had the ability to buy it. And we did have something to spend. Ooh, I was trying to avoid. The mark. Good news is we kind of cleared the space pretty well, so it's okay. There you go. Okay. It's kind of trapped behind all that. All right. Something's here. There it is. Ooh, we got an ice book. Let's see. It was Cannonade, which is actually quite synergistic with what we're training, but I don't know. Also, Splinterfrost Shell. I don't know what that is. Cannonade I've seen elves do all the time in elven halls. Let's describe Splinterfrost Shell. Shell of reinforced ice in a half circle around the caster, pushing creatures out of the way to make space for it if possible. It's a barricade, and whenever a segment is destroyed, it will fracture into a salvo of ice projectiles. Interesting. It looks pretty damaging, too, when you're really revved it up. So I will reactivate Forgecraft, not just for that, but also because eventually we'll do the Servitor. So yeah, pretty cool. Shield is still revving up. Cool. Makes sense. All right, cool. Let's keep clearing Snake Pit. Oh, we are maxed out on Jiyva. My melee attacks may engulf your foes and ooze. That's not really relevant. HP is still strong. That whole Dex plus strength and negative thing is settling out in a better way. I got a lot of melee stuff with this tail. Yeah. Anyway. Nothing. The actual mutations Jiva's done for us have not necessarily been in our favor, but they haven't like ended our game or anything, so it's okay. Yeah. Cool. I probably should go down to slime pits at this point. It's just optimal to go down now and to see if I can get extra items as well. What can I drop? It feels bad to drop Might. I don't really want to. I'm never going to use these poison darts. I'd rather just that so I can pick the lightning rod up. Nothing. Oh, fireball. Not really going to do anything there. What is this? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Another tremor. Cool. Cool whip, I suppose, for somebody who cares about that stuff. Oh, it's good to know. Oh, nice ring. I can drop W for sure, because now I have extra RC at hand. I was just going to say it's good to know that the talismans don't get eaten if I'm ever like a shapeshifter of Jiyva. Oh, that scared me for a sec, the royal jelly just being there. Cool. Anything else to pick up that I missed, maybe? No. Alright, so we really didn't get anything immediately relevant. We got that ring, which is cool. And of course the rune itself. So now we have our... where is it? How do I do that? I always forget the keybind. There it is. Slime. The slimy rune. Cool. Rune 1 acquired for free because we're Jiyva. Alright, back to Snake Pit. We were at 2, I think. All right. What do we not know now? We've got multiples in all of the remaining 5 that we have, and there are 7 that we don't know. So it's likely we don't have one of Brand or Torment, and we don't have Acquirement, and then the rest we do have. That's based on statistical chance there. And then how many potions not recognized? Is that it? So there's 3 potions: Berserk, Haste, and Moonshine. And so one of these 2 are either Berserk, Haste, or Moonshine. I don't want to quaff it just to... I mean, the Berserk doesn't matter. The Moonshine, of course, is something we want to know about. But I don't want to waste a Haste by accident. And actually, I could just buy these Hastes, and that'll ID wherever Hastes are. So I'm not desperate to do that either. So we're really just hoping for some more IDs to get these ones, the mystery of those ones solved. But yeah. Okay, anyway, that's Snake Pit 2. Let's head to 3. Ooh, okay, I'm going to immediately go up. I'm going to summon my guy. I'm going to do my wall. And then I'm going to probably... yeah, fridge it up. Summon my guy. Fridge it up. And kind of finish it off. Divide and consume. What does that mean? Does that mean he's redoing it? No. I don't know when Jiyva says divide and consume. I don't know what he's referring to. Ooh, okay. So this is a good cloak. Like, that's probably our next buy. The gloves are technically better than what we have. I think we just have gloves. No, actually, it's just not better. I will never buy that. I'm not going to waste 2 enchant armors on that just because of strength. So the boots of stealth, they're +2 boots, and so I'll probably never buy that because I don't care about stealth. But this is a good scarf. We'll be dropping 1 pip of fire for repulsion and will. Way better. So the question is, do I buy that before Book of Blasting? And that's really the mystery. The decision point. Honestly, I probably would. I don't know. I love me IMB. It feels weird constantly pushing it aside. I'm not going to do any of that. The other thing with IMB is that it's a solution to they're on top of me. I need to get them away and or damage them. Right now, kind of ice. It's ironic when ice starts, it's all about close-up magic. But right now, it's like I can hit you at like medium to small range, but the second you're touching me, it's like, what do I do here? I used my breath just because I didn't want to mess around. So new okay, so we lost some of our robustness. We got built-in RC. I have a sense nearby items, which I guess is relevant because I want to seek it out before all the jellies eat it. Our RC, I think, is topped off now. Yeah, so I can walk through my freezing clouds and not even care. Like, I can do this, and it's not going to matter. Really. It does do damage, but it's better just to have them dead. Snake Pit 3 completed. Yeah, we're just going to save up. It's so tempting. Now that I have capped out RC, it's not as crazy. Although my RC doesn't change because it's the fire that changes. So it would be nice to have repulsion with Snake in front of me because they shoot a lot of arrows and there's a lot of arrow shooting in shoals. So it's so tough. I wish I just, had gold, Anyway, Snake Pit 4. So I'm not as scared about Nicola as normal because I have built-in RLEC. But having Asterion and him there at the same time is scary. Because Asterion can do all that. And his weapon is sometimes interesting too. I'm trying to make sense of what's in front of me here. Demon, yeah, Spectre. It's usually a spectral weapon of some sort. So it's always a scary little moment. Okay, I did not mean to walk upwards, or walk. I was going to go up the stair, but now they're awake. Nope. Well, it is what it is. Oops. I'm gonna fridge just to clear the stair. Okay, I'm gonna reset here. That's the Asteron one. Oh, what's this? See, right now it's like, what do I do? Well, for me, I'm gonna shock it, but like, what if they're immune to RLEC or something? What do I do? I guess I could Searing Ray, but I'd rather just have IMB and push it away and then Freezing Cloud it, you know? Or push it into the Freezing Cloud, you know? So that's kind of where I'm leaning on the IMB side of things. Okay. Ooh, a little bit more damage. Let's pull away here. I think my cloud killed them anyways, but let's be safe about it. A lot of guys. I'm just gonna back away here. This is a very convenient spot. We clearly have one of these final snake little things down to our left here, and so we'll be able to leash them to the stair, and then I can even pop that noise to bring them more out, you know, spread it out a little. It's funny, it just immediately eats the gold. Okay, there you go. Let's go down a different down here. Remember, we still have, yeah, Asterion. What am I doing? Oh, my hand's off the keyboard. Okay. Let's reset it. Just low on health and mana. What am I looking at here? Accidentally opened this. Might as well look while I'm here. No, nothing of note. Yes. Okay. come back down, freeze and cloud it, freeze and cloud it, freeze and cloud it. Go upstairs, summon my guy. I'm gonna teleport. Don't like this. All right, well, we got Asterion out of Snake Pit 4 at least. We can kind of just leave him here because we're going to be doing some noise work. It might be beneficial to have him off the Snake 4. Let's go here. Of course, when I pop upstairs, the noise will track him, so I'll try to keep on the same floor as long as the noise is up. I'm going to block out this area and try to clear everything else. Broad axe, not today. Okay, that's the whole non-endgame part of the floor done. So there's a few alarms on this floor. Let me manually do it for a bit, and then we'll see where we go from there. The freezing cloud can really control the situation. Stops them from freely moving. They're afraid to engage on the freezing cloud. Can be a benefit to me. See, this is where having IMB would be really nice. If I had issues, I could push him back. I still don't even have the gold for that, but that's fine. I think I bought healing potions and stuff from that bazaar, and that's definitely much more worth it. See, here's an IMB scenario, which would be normally pretty awesome. I believe I can probably frozen ramparts and then freeze them. Yeah, so we have solutions, but they're less kind of clever, you know. I'm not going to go up because I know the Asterion's up there somewhere. I'd rather just leave that floor to its own devices for a bit. I can just kind of power the world with freezing clouds and it doesn't even bother me. Because I have all the RC right now. That's not going to be a thing for the whole game. It's until this Jiyva thing is removed. Which may or may not happen. Who's to say? I'm going to try to retreat a little. Nothing too crazy. Just keep control of the situation. Especially when my jellies are in the way. all the same. Oh, there's a few of them. Should be close, if not already done. Come on. There you go. There it is. Okay, so that's Snake done. Oh, and we just passed the 30-minute mark. Okay, cool. So I will manually get us to the floor above. Yeah, we skipped Asteron. Nothing to buy. I'm going to hold off to one of either blasting or the scarf. I should probably just remove this other old scarf off the table. All good. And so I'll park us in front of Shoals, and we will call this episode here. So our Black Draconian Ice Elementalist of Jiyva is coming in strong. We have... Where's the button? We have now gotten our Slimy rune just from being Jiyva, and our Serpentine rune from clearing Snake. We're going to work on our Shoals next. I mean, technically, it's like 2. You're done 2. You can move along with your life and maybe do, you know, a classic Abyss ending or something like that, you know. But I think it's smart just to work on Shoals at this point and carry on until otherwise there's a reason why you can't. So we'll leave it at that. Good items so far. Could do better, but it is Jiyva, so you take anything you can get. The Jiyva mutations are cool. I guess the, no pun intended, with the cold resistance, but we lost out 30% HP to 10%, and our kind of other stuff is pretty not relevant, so that's unfortunate there. It is what it is. So tune in next episode, and we'll carry on with our kind of rune collecting. Yeah. Thanks for watching.